Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking on today's video, and if you saw by that title, we're talking about my TBR. Hold on, I just forgot my drink. The reason why it was so imperative that I grabbed it is because it's the new Starbucks drink, y'all, and I love it. I got the refresher, the venti summer refresher, the raspberry lemonade. It got like raspberry, blackberry, all of that. It basically got boba at the bottom. It's really good. They have like different kinds, but I got the lemonade one. And this is also my first time. This is my first time being able to drink out of a straw since my wisdom teeth surgery. It's been officially 2 weeks. And my mouth don't hurt as bad no more. I haven't had to take no medicine. I didn't take no medicine yesterday or today. So we are definitely on the right track, y'all. We are gonna talk about my May TBR. It's a little ambitious. You know, I think this is the most ambitious TBR I've had in a while. But I feel like I am like finally like truly coming out of like this slump that I've like been in like over the last 3 months. I will say I've like been slowly coming out of it, but now I feel like I'm fully out of it because like granted, like March I know I was out of town for like 2 weeks, and then April I was out of town again, and then I also had my surgery. So like there were things getting in the way of me reading. But like also on top of that though, I just wasn't wanting to read. So now I'm like, you know, it's like starting to settle down. I am going to the beach soon, so I'm excited about that. But I'm like, you know, things are settling down, and I'm actually excited to read. I'm ready. Like when I get off work, I'm just like so ready to sit down and read versus like trying to do any and everything else, like because I didn't feel like reading. So yeah, I'm super excited about this month's read. So we're gonna stop blabbing and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it because we got a lot of books. I think we have 4, 8, 10, 15, y'all, we got 18 books. And then also on top of the 18, I have 2 arcs that I want to get through that I got from NetGalley, and I think they both come out like pretty soon. So yeah, we got a lot of books. So let's go ahead and get into it. I guess I'll talk about the arcs first because those are the only books that I don't have the physical copy of. But the first one is Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan, I think is how you say her name. I have another book by her too, but yes, this is her book that comes out, I think it comes out June 4th, and I have just like been wanting to like finally dive into her writing. I know it's like really good like quirky summer romances, and yeah, I'm just like super excited to start it. I'm just ready to like get into like the summer books, and like around summertime I am just like, give me all the romance. Like that's all I want. I just want all romance vibes. So yeah, that's the first one. And then the next one is the Vows by, oh gosh, is it Jessica? Let me look. I cannot remember the author's name for some reason. It's just drawing a blank on me. Jessica Joyce. So the Vows by Jessica Joyce, and this comes out, I think this actually comes out in July. So I'm trying to get like my list of arcs down because I think I got like 3 more I still got to read and review. So this is the other one that I want to read. I have not read You with the View yet, but after I read the Vows, I don't think they're interconnected at all, so I feel like I'll be fine. I don't have to read the Vows first. But yeah, so this is the next one I want to read. I know this one is about like 2 exes. I think they have to like throw a wedding together or something. So yeah, I think it's second chance romance, which I love. And I think the summer romance, I think it's age gap. I think the woman is older. So yes, those are the 2 arcs that are on my TBR this month, and hopefully we get through those. And yeah, so then next month I can start like the other ones that I have. The next book I have is Same Time Next Summer, and this is the other book by Annabelle Monaghan. I know she's also written Nora, what is it called? Nora Goes Script or something. Nora Goes Off Script, that's what it's called. I have not read that one yet, but if I like this one, I like summer romance, I'm definitely gonna go into it. I know I have it, it's on my shelf, but for some reason I just like the ones with summer in the title. I'm just like, I really want to get to those, so that is why I chose this one first, before Nora Goes Off Script. So hopefully I love this one. It just seems like, y'all, anything summer is just calling my name right now. But then next I have Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. If y'all saw my wrap-up video, I read Part of Your World, which was only I think that was my only 5-star read last month. So y'all, Abby Jimenez has me in a chokehold now. I am just so ready to dive back into her writing. Once I finish this one, I'm hoping to be able to start Just for the Summer either next month or the following month. But I'm just like, I just need an Abby Jimenez book every month. Like, I'm trying not to go too fast through her backlist because after Just for the Summer, I have the other series, The Life's Too Short, but that's only 3 books. So if y'all know, if y'all have any other books that's written by Abby Jimenez, let me know, because she's about to be like a monthly like read for me. I need something monthly by her. But yeah, so this one focuses on the best friend of gosh, I can't remember her name. Y'all, I promise I love the book, I just can't remember her name. But this one focuses on Bree. So it's the 2 best friends. We get the first book is the first one, and then we get Bree in this one. And I'm excited. First of all, the dog. I'm excited to learn about the dog, because if y'all know the other one, we got to learn about the goat. We got to learn about Chloe. I love Chloe. I love Daniel. I don't know why my mind is drawing a blank on the main female character's name. But yeah, so we have Brianna and we have Jacob. So it looks like it's 2 doctors. And Brianna is actually getting, like, finalizing her divorce, which we find out in Part of Your World. So that's what I want to say. I don't want to ruin too much, because we do get a lot of backstory about Brianna. Well, we don't get a lot, but we do learn about her life. So like, we know who she is going into this book and kind of what she has like dealt with. So yeah, super excited. Like I said, Abby Jimenez, auto read author, like, yeah. But then the next book I have is Only for the Weak by Natasha Bishop. This one was on my TBR, I think it was like March, maybe February, but I never got to it because once I had finished Daisy Hates the Great Undoing, I just didn't have it in me to read anything else after that. That's when the slump started. But I'm like, it's summertime. I know this book takes place in Tulum. We're gonna start it, y'all. I am so excited for this. So it says, hi everyone, thank you for being here. Some of you may know me as the sister of the bride. Some of you may know me as the ex-girlfriend of the groom, but I'm willing to bet none of you know me as the woman secretly sleeping with the best man. Okay. First of all, too, I also love the picture on the back. Like, I think I talked about this in a book haul about like how this book just gives me like summer vibes. So yeah, okay, so we got, y'all, that sounds like some tea. That sounds like some tea. But I love the cover. I'm just super excited to start this. It's only, how many pages? It's only like 215 pages. So I think like it'll be very easy to get through. Summertime, I'm just like, give me all the like quick reads, like quick quirky romance reads, you know. I think that's just the best thing to read over the summer. And then the next book I have is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I read The Dead Romantics. I think I read it in March and I gave it 4 stars. It did take me a minute to get into it, but I think once I got to like 50%, I was flying through it. I was like enjoying it. So I have been saying I want to read this one for a while. I know when it first came out, everyone was talking about it. Everyone loved this book, and I still see people talking about it. People saying it's one of their favorite books. So finally diving into it. I do know Ashley Poston, like if you've read The Dead Romantics, you know like her romance has like, I think it's just like a different kind of storyline. Like the way like it's very intricate, and it always like there's always like some magic kind of to it. So kind of like fantasy. No, not even, I wouldn't even call it fantasy. There's just like some just some pieces in there that like don't happen in real life, or at least I don't think it happened in real life. But yeah, so I'm super excited to start this one. I know this one, I think it says same place different time. Yeah, from what I've seen, like I think there's like a guy in the apartment that like, y'all, I don't know, don't quote me, but I think there's like a guy in an apartment. Obviously there's a guy on the front, so yeah. But yeah, super excited to start this one, because then we have a novel love story coming out. So I'm like, I didn't get to read The Dead Romantics or The 7-Year Slip like as people were like when it first came out, because I was just like, I haven't read, like I didn't read The Dead Romantics first. I was like, I can't read The 7-Year Slip as everyone else is reading it. So super excited to be able to read a novel love story when it comes out as everyone else is reading it. Next book I have, which I actually just got this one in the mail. I got a few of these in the mail, which has kind of like made me want to put it on my TBR, because I'm like, I'm ready to read these books. I'm tired of waiting till like I get it and then waiting months later to read it. Like I want to read it as soon as it comes out. But the next one I have is Tree6 Venom, and I think this is actually just republished, but it's by Penelope Douglas, and I've read 2 books by her. I've read Credence and I've read Birthday Girl, and I actually absolutely enjoyed both of them. I know Credence gets a little bit of a bad rep, but you know, it's a taboo topic, and you know, I liked it for what it was for. Birthday Girl is still my favorite, but I did enjoy Credence. But this one, it's like a bully romance, and it looks like you have 2 girls. It says Marymount girls are good girls. Even if they weren't, no one would know, because girls like Clay Collins keep their mouths shut. So it says away games, backseats, in the locker rooms after hours. I don't want to read too much, but they got some Catholic girl. Okay. So it looks like Clay and Liv live 2 different lives, but we about to find, I guess they about to, who's the bully? I want to know who the bully is, because like I said, I know I've seen like it's a bully romance, and it's kind of a little thick one. Y'all, this thing almost hold on. Y'all, this thing 501 pages. Let me know if y'all read this. Like I said, I know it's a republished book, so a lot of people probably have already read it. So yeah, let me know, because 500 pages is a lot. That's a lot. But then the next book I have is City of Fallen Angels. So this is book 4 of the Mortal Instruments. You guys know I read book 2 and 3 last month. I'm not in a rush to get to this one, but I do want to try to stay consistent with getting through at least the Mortal Instruments part of like the Shadowhunters world, because if y'all know, there's like 4 different series all grouped into this one world, and the Mortal Instruments is the first one, and it's 6 books. So I'm just like, I at least want to let me at least get through the Mortal Instruments. So yeah, I only have 3 more books in this series, so I'm trying to like at least do one a month. So then like towards the end of the year, I can like really focus on Throne of Glass. But yeah, so I think this one, yeah, so if y'all remember, book 3 ended at a good point where like you didn't have to rush to pick this one up. It's kind of like their life like after all of the events that happened in books 1 through 3. So yeah, we're gonna find out what happens. I'm pretty sure it's about to go back crazy. We about to get back into some drama. But we did find out some really good things in book 3, so I'm really excited to see how book 4 turns out. I don't want to say too much because it's the 4th book in a series, and I don't want to ruin it, because like even what I want to say is going to ruin it, because you don't find that out until book 3. And so yeah, 5 Broken Blades by Mai Corlin. And this, I got it early, but it actually releases, I can't remember, by the time this is up, the book is already out. But first of all, can we talk about this? Y'all, I love that like books are like starting to do the spray edges. Like, come on, like I love that like it's becoming a thing now. It's not rare. This is a good fantasy. I've been like really wanting to get, I've been wanting to read books that's like fantasies that's not like in a series yet, so like I can be up to date, you know. But it says it's for the season, it's the season for treason. The king of Yusan must die. The 5 most dangerous liars in the land have been mysteriously summoned to work together for a single objective: to kill the god king June. He has it coming. Under his merciless immortal hand, the noble flourish, while the poor and innocent are imprisoned, ruined, or sold. And now each of the 5 blades will come for him. Each has tasted bitterness, from the hired hitman seeking atonement, a lovely assassin who seeks freedom, or even the prince banished for his cruel crimes. No one can resist the sweet, icy lure of vengeance. They can agree on murder, they can agree on treachery, but for these 5 killers, each versed in deception, lies, and betrayal, it's not enough to forge an alliance to survive. They'll have to find a way to trust each other, but only one can take the crown. Let the best liar win. Okay. We'll see. I really don't understand what I kind of just read, but I just feel like it's just kind of been like advertised a lot. So, and I know it was actually like a book of the month pick for this month also, but at that point I had already received the book, so I picked, it's not here, but I think I picked the Christina Lauren, The Paradise Problem, I think is what I picked. But yeah, so I really want to read this one soon. Like I said, I just love this. I love the design, and yeah, it just seems like it could be a pretty good book, so that's why I chose that one. But then next I have This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. So I read Before I Let Go, I think 2 months ago, absolutely loved. And so this one, I forgot her name, Soledad. We get to know about her in Before I Let Go, and she has kids, she's married. And so I am excited to see what happens in this book, because what we know about her in the first book, y'all, this book can go left or right. It can go left or right, and I am excited. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see how it plays out. I love Kennedy Ryan's writing. I am going to take this on the beach with me, because the colors just give summer beach, you know. But yeah, so also Kennedy Ryan's covers always eat, like they never fail. So we will see what happens with that one. If y'all remember, I wanted to cry when I read Before I Let Go. Unfortunately, the tears just was not coming, so hopefully I cry during that one. I don't know why I want to cry. I just want to cry. I haven't cried during a book in a while, and I really want to cry for a book, you know. I don't know why. But then next I have Beach Read, and if y'all remember, I actually started this when I was in Hawaii, and I didn't get far. I honestly don't even remember. I took the bookmark out because I was like, I'm just going to start over. So yeah, I did enjoy, like, do not think me stopping it was that I did not enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I just like was still in my slump, and I kept falling asleep on the beach whenever I tried to read. So I'm gonna try again, and we're gonna succeed this time. We're not gonna accept failure. We are gonna finish this, because y'all, I have so many Emily Henry books that I want to read, and I'm like, I need to read this one first. So, and I'm also like, I want to read this one first, but I also need to read it like on the beach. So I think this was also in like my summer TBR. So y'all, we are knocking this out. We are going to do it. And yeah, I'm just ready to be on the Emily Henry kick. Like, I'm tired of being left out, y'all. I'm tired of being left out. So I'm about to get on it. I'm about to get on my Zoom. But then next I have Lucy Foley, The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. I actually wanted to read this one last month, but it took, I think I just took too long reading the other books. So this one is The Paris, I think, did I say The Paris Apartment already? But it says, meet the residents of number 12, a beautiful old apartment building in the city of light. The socialite, the nice guy, the alcoholic, the girl on the verge, the concierge, everyone's a neighbor, everyone's a suspect, and everyone knows something they're not telling. See you in Paris. Now, I did start the audiobook of this, but I only got like the first chapter, and all I remember is that somebody was about to move in. Like, they're about to move in with their sibling or something like that. So yeah, I honestly can't tell you what it was about. So I'm like, I want to try this month, because I only have this one and one other thriller on the TBR this month. So I'm like, I need to stick to this one, and I really want to read. I haven't read anything by Lucy Foley. I think I've dived into a pretty good chunk of thriller authors, and I'm like, I need to finally, like, I have a few of her books and I'm like, I still have not read anything by her. So yeah, I'm committed to reading that this month. But then next I have this, the next 6 books are like books I want to film for videos. I'm hoping that I actually stick to it and film it for videos and not just like lay on the couch and read it on my own time. So we will see. But the first one I have is Powerless. Guys, y'all already know, I think it was my March. Was it March or February? One of the months I did the TBR jar picks my reads, and this one was for an author you've never read, still true to this day. And so now that Powerful has come out, and then I think Reckless comes out in July, which I already pre-ordered because I'm like, I don't need no issues with them talking about it is sold out. So yeah, we are gonna finally start this one. I don't know, I said I'm gonna do it this month. I'm Jasmine, you're gonna do it. You're gonna stop putting off. I don't know, is it just me? But like, when I feel like a book is gonna be so good, I just put it off, and like I try to like torture myself from the enjoyment, because like it's like I know it's gonna be over once I finish it and I'm just not ready. So I like keep putting it off so I never have to like be over the enjoy. I don't know, does that make sense? Anyone else like that? Like, you have some people that's like, as soon as a book comes out that they know it's gonna be good, that's hyped, like they're gonna dive right into it. And then there's people like me who's just like, I know it's gonna be good, but like I need to hold off. Like I need to hold off, but I don't have a reason for holding off really. Like the hold off is just seriously because like I don't want it to be over with. But Jasmine ain't even started it for it to be over with. So let me know I'm not the only one. Am I the only one? But no, to say, this is on the TBR this month. I am gonna read this, y'all. I am gonna read this. I promise. I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna enjoy it. So that's all. That's the only option. So the next book is Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This is another book that like recently just came out, and this is also another one that I'm like, Jasmine, don't torture yourself. It's here, just enjoy it, you know. Y'all, anything Elsie Silver writes I love. I do want to read her Gold Rush series soon, but Chestnut Springs, y'all absolutely devoured. And so I'm like, let me read this one as the books come out. Let me be on top of it. So here we are. We're gonna read it. Y'all, this one and Powerless are the 2 that I want to read for a video. Let me know if y'all think y'all know what the video is going to be, but I do want to read both of these for a video, and I am sticking to it. I am not gonna let fear of missing the book so much to keep. I don't know if that make any sense, y'all. Ignore me, y'all. Let's just skip that. But then the next book I have is a book I'm actually reading with the Thrills and Chills book club. But it is the reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. If you guys remember my book, I think it was my book haul, but I was like, I'm gonna start this one first before I go back into A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, the last 2 books. And so yes, I'm like, this is the perfect opportunity for me to read it with the book club. So I'm holding off on this one until like we start our reading sprints, which I think is like mid-May, I think. So yeah, I am super excited to start this one. This is the other thriller that I have, by the way, because I have The Paris Apartment and then I have this one. I don't really know what happens with this one. Lights, Camera, Lies. I'm pretty sure I read the synopsis like in my book haul, so I don't remember, but we're just gonna go in blind. We're gonna go in blind now because I obviously don't remember. And yeah, I cannot wait. I love that like they're keeping me accountable with reading a thriller every month, because sometimes I feel like I forget how much I love thrillers. Like, it's not my top genre, but like I feel like sometimes I only go straight to romance and fantasy, and I'm like, I forget, like, Jasmine, you know thrillers exist and you have a good chunk of thrillers. Why are you not reading your thrillers? So thank y'all for holding me accountable. If y'all are watching this, thank you for holding me accountable to reading a thriller every month. Okay, the next book, y'all, these three books have been on my TBR. Y'all, I have like literally kept these books on my TBR every month subconsciously and have not yet to get to them. And I'm like, this month you are gonna do it. This month you're gonna do it. no excuses, and we're gonna see if it happens. We're gonna see. But the first one I have is Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. Y'all, I'm still scared. I am still scared, especially because, like, y'all see, like, I am just now getting, like, fully truly getting out of this slump. This is an ambitious TBR. Like, this shows that I am, like, coming out of my slump. I have not had an ambitious TBR like this in I don't know how long. So I just don't need this one to put me in a slump. Like, Jessa, please be easy on me. Like, let me know, y'all. Should I hold off? Like, I really do want to dive back into this world, but also I'm kind of like, I am nervous because then I'm like, God, I'm not gonna have anything else after this. But I do want to go back and, like, fully do a detailed annotation of the series. So I'm like, if I do get into this one, like, before the next Daisy Hates books come, like, I can always go back and, like, start my annotation, like, my annotation journey with this series. So I don't know. I don't know. Let me know. Have you guys read this? I just already know it's gonna be a 5-star. I'll be very shocked if it's not a 5-star, but I just literally, my heart goes pitter patter when I think about this book. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Are we gonna do it? Are you really gonna do it? Let me know. Have you done it? Have you read it? Have you finished it? Are you okay? Let me know. Because do I need to prepare? What do I need to do to prepare to read that? But then next I have A Curse of True Love by Stephanie Garber. This is the 3rd book in, like, the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. I actually started this one, like, in December, but then Ruthless Vows came out, and then I ended up, like, it was just so busy around the holidays, so I actually put both on hold. And so now I'm like, Jasmine, you need to get back into this one. I really love the series. The second one ended on a cliffhanger, and so I'm like, I really love, like, how dreamy this series is. And it's just, like, super magical, and it's, like, fairy tale-esque. So I'm just like, I need to read it. Because also, I know people say, like, if you want to read the Caraval trilogy, you should read before this one. But honestly, I don't care. I'm going to read the Caraval trilogy either way. So once I finish this one, then I can, like, start the Caraval trilogy. I'm not in a rush to start it, but yes. And did this Stephanie Garber come out with something else? I feel like, no, she hasn't, has she? This was some recent release. Is she gonna come out with something else soon? Because I feel like whatever she comes out with next, I'm gonna be, like, on top of it, and I'm gonna, like, read it immediately. I just can't believe she hasn't come out. I don't know why I feel like she came out with something else, but maybe she hasn't. Let me know. I'll have to look it up, but let me know if you know already. But then the next book I have is The Atlas Paradox by Olivia Blake. I actually started this one also, but y'all, I didn't get far. I don't even know if my bookmark is still in here. Oh wait, my bookmark is still here. I actually made it to 78 pages. Y'all, I don't remember. I remember probably, like, 1 or 2 things that happened in this book, because I actually made it to, wait, did I make it to part 2? Hold on, y'all. I think I made it to part 2 of this book. Oh, I made it to part 3. How many parts in this book? Hold on. Part 1 must be just like the prologue or something. Yeah, it's very short. Okay, yeah, gotcha. I think I'm gonna have to go back though. I'm gonna have to go back and start this one over, because I tried to read this one, I think, right after I finished Daisy Hates, and it just wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. It as much as I love this world, it was just not happening. But I am excited to start this one because I still do have the Atlas Complex that I want to read, and this is also a series that I want to finish before the end of the year, because I'm trying to knock off series, because I keep starting new series, and I'm like, Jasmine, you can't keep starting new series but not finishing the other series you got, because I'm still keeping track of that list that I created when I did a video of, like, all the series I'm in the middle of. So that's not forgotten about. Like, that's still an active thing. I just have not continued any of those series that's on that list. that's where we're at, y'all. But I have been knocking out books on my like 24 books for 2024. Like I've been knocking out a good chunk of those. I think I'm at like five or six books I finished from that list. So give me my props there. I mean, we knocking out one of the lists. We are knocking out one list. But then the next books, I have 2 more books, which these have not released yet. By the time this is out, they have been released, but they have not been released yet. I just got lucky, y'all. I just got lucky with Amazon. They just delivered to me early. I don't know how. I just got lucky, and I'm gonna count my blessings. Thank you, Amazon. But the first one I have is This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. Y'all, I have read, this is one author I'm on top of her books. But I read Every Summer After, and then I read Meet Me at the Lake. Every Summer After I loved. I will say, to this day, I still do not think it's like comparable to like Love in Other Words. I don't know, it's just like 2 different, I don't think they're comparable, but I loved both of them. I think I gave them both 5 stars. But Meet Me at the Lake did not enjoy it I did not enjoy it as much as I enjoyed Every Summer After. But I am really excited to start this one. It says, this summer they'll keep their promise. This summer they won't give in to temptation. This summer will be different. Okay, let's see. And Annabelle Monaghan has like a little forward on it. That's what it's called. I can't remember if I remember which video I cannot remember what they were called, but her little forward says this one will leave you breathless. So yeah, I am, how many pages? 330 pages. So I'm gonna start this one soon. Y'all already know the cover just gives summer anything. I just love that Carly Fortune like writes summer books, like, and they're so easy to get through. So yes. And then the next one I have is also a summer book. I'm telling y'all, romance, summer, like I'm reading them all. But this one is by Mary Kay Andrews, and I have a few of her books, and I'm like, let me just go ahead and read this one. I know a lot of people was reading, I cannot remember the title of it. It's on my shelf, but I cannot remember the title. But it was one everybody was reading last summer, and I just didn't read it as everybody was reading it. So now I'm like, I mean, I'll eventually read it, but like, it's not top of my list no more. So this one just came out though, and it's The Summers at the Saint. So yeah, by the time you're watching this, it should be out. So yeah, like I said, y'all, I don't know how I got lucky and got this early, but I'm not gonna complain. I'm trying to think which, there's book, her titles on here. This is The Homewreckers. I think it was The Homewreckers that was like really popular last year. But yeah, so I have, like I said, I haven't read a book by her, but I have a few, and I'm ready to like finally dive into her writing. But it just says, welcome to the St. Cecilia, a landmark hotel on the coast of Georgia, where traditions run deep and scandals run even deeper. That's what I'm gonna read. I don't want to ruin it. I want to go in blind, but I wonder, like, is it kind of how like it's like her writing kind of similar to Ellen Hildebrand's? Because if y'all know Ellen Hildebrand, her book, one of her books is on my summer TBR as well. So like, are they kind of giving the same like vibes, or like, let me know if y'all have read either of those authors, because like I said, they're both on my list, and this one is obviously on my May TBR. And if I don't get to it, I'm definitely going to read it either in June or July or August, because we got time, y'all. But yeah, that's my TBR for the month. That's a pretty ambitious TBR. Like I said, I have not had that many books on TBR in a long time, but I also don't have like a lot of huge plans in May. Like a lot of my weekends are free, so I'm excited to, like, you know, I get a lot of my reading done on the weekends, of course, because your girl gotta work for a living. Unfortunately, gotta work for a living. So yeah, but let me know what's on your May TBR. Let me know if any of these are on your May TBR, or if you've read any of these. And if you want to see like my progress, make sure you guys add me on Goodreads. I'll keep it's in my description box. But yeah, like that's pretty usually like up to date, like as I'm reading. So yeah, if you guys like like I said, by the time this video is out, I probably have already read a few of these. So if you want to see my thoughts, like some of my thoughts or some of my reviews, definitely add me on there. Am I the only one? I scroll Goodreads now like it's just like social media. Like I would just be scrolling, liking people's like updates on their books. Like, I don't know, is that just me? Like I literally like be like, Goodreads like a part of my social media like checks now. Like, you know, when you do your social media checks, Goodreads is like included in that. And I like be like seeing what other people are reading, what other people are saying, like in posts. Like I love it now. It's like a little community. Like I love it. So make sure you add me on there because I'm very active on Goodreads. And then also Instagram. I keep a lot of updates on there too about my books. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye.